A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Franklin D. Roosevelt, I think, is the person that said that quote, unless I'm wrong. But it's one of my favorite quotes of all time, like ever, because it reminds us that a lot of the time the hardships and the problems that we go through have actually helped to make us the people that we are today. And right now, as I'm standing, my life is a lot better than it has been in a long time, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. But at any moment things can go wrong. So we are just grateful for the time that we have, blessed, and just ready to take it to the next level, and never getting ungrateful with the opportunities that I have in front of me. That's something I try to remind myself on a daily basis. And but back to what I was saying. Oftentimes we think, oh, I wish I hadn't have gone through that thing, or I wish I hadn't experienced that thing, or whatever we may be thinking. But if you hadn't have gone through that thing or experienced that thing, you probably wouldn't be in the position that you are today. Sometimes good or bad, actually, because sometimes it could be for the bad too. So I completely understand. But whenever you're going through a problem or hardship, the natural order of things is you go through something and you experience it, and then you start to think, okay, but what's the solution around this? Like, what can I do to make sure that this thing becomes easier to deal with, or I don't need to deal with this thing anymore? As humans, we do two things. We either see and adapt to the situation, or die. That's all we were made to do. But the first is adapt. And when something goes wrong and a situation goes sour, whether that's a relationship or a business venture or whatever it is, we learn to adapt and change. And the hardships that I've faced in my life, like growing up, whether that's to do with business or personally, whatever, if I hadn't had gone through those things, I wouldn't be as tough as I am now. Those problems build a fighter in you, someone that knows how to fight and doesn't just lie there and start crying. If you were someone that you were always handed things easily, I know people that are going through like a really crazy situation in their life, and it makes things worse by their upbringing too. Again, you can't judge because there's so many different variations and variables that we're playing with. There's so many factors. But some of the people that always had a silver spoon like in their mouth, or someone to always like bail them out or help them out in certain situations, they don't know how to fight. So when something really bad affects them, they won't know, okay, what's the next level that I have to take? What do I have to do? For me, unlike some of my friends, like I used to be so jealous of them because they learned to drive faster than I did because their parents would pay for their driving. Nothing wrong with that, I'm just saying, right? And they learned to do certain things or go to certain places with a lot of help from their parents or their family. For someone like me, yes, my family tried to help me as much as they could, but there's just some things that they just could not do. Driving definitely was not one of them. They didn't have the money for that. But some of my peers, they started driving, and their parents even put up money for a car, etc. For me, it was different. Same thing with anything, even the property I am at now, or whatever. Like we to get to this position, I had to fight, and I had to know the true meaning of what fighting actually means. And through all this, it made me a kind of like a skilled businessman or a skilled human being, to be like, I'm in this situation and I need to make this much, or I need to do this much. What do I do now? Okay, this is what I do. Boom, 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 right? And if I had it easy from the beginning, like if my business was easy, if everything was easy for me, I wouldn't appreciate and value, and I wouldn't be as skilled as a person as I am today. I don't want to keep going over this point or making it long-winded, but I just wanted to actually just keep like thinking about that and being so grateful for the things that I've been through, because I've been through crazy things. A lot of you watching have probably been through crazy things. But remember, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. So it's only when things get rough, it's only when things get tough, it's only when things get like unbearable to deal with, do you perfect yourself and craft yourself into the person you really want to be. And this ultimately changes your future and changes your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you change as a human being if you just keep getting better and mastering your skill. Trust me, you'll thank yourself like 5-10 years from now, because you'll be in a situation where, you know, normal things won't even bother you anymore, right? So look, I didn't want to go over this point too much, but that's one of my favorite quotes, and that's what I think about it. Sometimes you need to face your hardships, face your problems, face your demons head on. And it's something I always tell, like, not just my friends, but my siblings too, and some of my family too. Like, look, face your demons head on. And once you do that, things will open up for you, things will be clear for you, and it will make you into a better person, and you'll be able to deal with even more problems. Like right now, the problems that I used to think were problems are nothing now, and I'm facing a whole new level of problems. But once I face them, that becomes nothing, and I'll just get more and more skilled and a lot more better, and life will be better, you know, if you can handle things just like that. But yeah, if you're going through something, that's all I needed to actually tell you, or, you know, just say on this video. I hope you found this video impactful. If you did, make sure you give this video a like, comment, tell me things that you'd want me to talk about or do. I'll always be open to that. And yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. See you guys soon. Bye.